What up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back once again. The Twisted 360 has hit the chili bowl. I got Big Bacon in the booth with me. How you doing tonight, my man?
I'm doing great, brother. How you doing, Mr. Wildman?
Oh, I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. We got 11 cars registered. We'll see who can handle these cars on the dirt.
It's going to be interesting, man. Short track, fast cars, and very competitive drivers tonight.
I think we're in for something special, honestly. I mean, just like last night, we're looking at this itty-bitty little tiny track that is made for dirt midgets and mini sprints. These are 360 full-size sprint cars. These guys have been practicing. I know a few of them definitely have. We'll see who's been putting in the time and the work as the racing gets ready to rock and roll. But I've managed to try and do my best with the temperatures and weather pattern for inside of a building. I can only do so much with iRacing, considering, but I tried to mimic it as much as it would be in real life inside of a closed area. So it should be interesting, Bacon.
Yeah, not too bad. Let's see, 78 degrees, only 1% humidity. Dry. Is it going to get dusty? Hopefully people brought their masks. It says partly cloudy outside, 2 mile an hour. Someone brought their portable fans inside the arena.
Yeah, it's that big ass air conditioning units that they got in the building. So it's just a slight breeze. It's all part of it, I guess. So
Absolutely. We only had 3 cautions for the HRH Motorsports Dirt Street Stocks Friday night. Do you remember how many we had for the Coreg Super Late models late last night?
I think we wrapped up with maybe about 4 cautions overall that were legitimate, more or less. But I mean, it wasn't too bad of a show. It was actually pretty cool to watch. I'm expecting something tonight. I'm not going to say what, because we all know the broadcaster's jinx has been upon too many of these drivers that have jinxed already.
Oh, man, we both have jinx. Hopefully you jinxed them more than I have, so, it'll be a little easy on me, but we'll see. I noticed Sabaski, quick time out there. Only car out there to break 10 seconds. That's right, 9.97.
You're watching him right now on that 21 machine out of Phantom Motorsports. Chris Sabaski might be a threat in this race. We'll see what happens as we get rolling into heat race action coming up here in just under 3 minutes now. Like I said, I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
I'll tell you one thing, Wildman. I'm relieved. I'm up here safe and sound with you up in the broadcast booth. It was a tough tell yesterday. It was fun. These drivers are definitely going to have their work cut out. The track's not going to get any better, and I'm curious to see how those John Deere tractors maintain it after the heat races.
You'll just have to wait and see. It's all part of the surprise. Hopefully everyone's ready to strap in tight, got their drink and their food right next to them, because you're in for some real tight racing action here at the Chili Bowl from the Red River Valley iRacing League.
Oh, absolutely, brother. It's going to be interesting for sure. Small track, big motors. Some drivers might even have some egos. Might be some divas. You never know. We'll see how much give and take will be out on the track tonight. There is, so far, 12 drivers out here.
Looks like Caleb Durgan has managed to jump his way into the session. Man, he's been working hard. He's even got up to a 3,400 I rating on iRacing now. He must be doing something right.
He's been waiting for those big blocks to come out, and I think once they had, he hasn't stopped racing them, and he's been doing pretty good in them.
Hey, whatever you got to do to try and keep on rising up as time goes on.
Heck yeah, how much time we got here? Oh, we're getting close, ladies and gentlemen. We got about a minute left until we get ready for our first grid of heat number 1. No qualifying here at Red River Valley, only pill draw. So you never know what heat you're going to be in or where you're going to start. That's the fun of the racing here.
And we're looking now at last week's winner, Devin Butts, in that 13 machine. Going to be looking to see if he can do it 2 times in a row. Sitting second right now on the leaderboard for practice session. We'll see. It's going to be a tight battle between these guys. I'm really curious to see, because between first and second, we're only talking about 4/100ths of a second.
Yeah, it's not very much at all. We don't know who got on the track first. Tight racing, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. You don't want to blink today, ladies and gentlemen, because you're going to miss out what's going to happen, especially for the A main feature when all these drivers go out at the same time. How many laps we got, Mr. Wildman?
It's going to be another 30-lap shootout this evening, I do believe. Trying to keep it a little bit easier on these guys, but I think 30 laps, the amount of action on this track, I think we're in for something either way. So.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we're going to have a couple little mini races here. The smallest show out of the week here for the Chili Bowl. A lot of dirt street stocks and quite a few super late models. This should be quite interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let's get the starting grid. Mr. Wildman.
Heat number 1 going to line up like this. Starting on pole, last week's winner going to be Devin Butts in that 13 machine. Outside of him going to be Thomas B. Mitchell in the 02 car.
Starting second row inside, it's Grant Wesley in the 1-1. Outside of him, the owner of Phantom Motorsports, Ross Carrenta.
Joshua Dennison going to be rolling off 5th this evening. Outside of him going to be Greg Chandler. A little Australian battle in the back of the pack for heat race number 1. Should be interesting.
Oh, absolutely. We got a few heavy hitters in here according to their I rating. Let's see if they can prove it. There's 4 of them with at least 3,200 plus.
Yeah, this is a tough heat here. A lot of talent, a lot of drivers. We'll see what happens.
I brought my popcorn if you brought the bacon jerky. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. It's heat number 1, the Red River Valley iRacing Lead the Twisted Motorsports Wings 360 sprint cars at the Chili Bowl.
These guys are going to get lined up. Looks like we do have a scratch for this evening. Joshua Dennison did not make the call for heat race number 1, so that's just the way it's going to be. We'll see if he makes it in for the A main, because everyone will transfer. We do not have a full field this evening, but that's fine. Everyone, you're going to see who the baddest on the dirt is in the Red River Valley coming up.
Oh, absolutely. Here we go. Pace truck's off. Who else should we get to the start of the race than the Wild Man? They bunch up.
Heat race number 1 underway. On that go pedals, Devin Butts throwing it down into turn number 1, right through the slick. Grant Wesley moves up into 3rd now. Trying to track down old Thomas B. Mitchell. A little bit of contact there. Thomas gets spun, able to keep it under control. Grant side by side with him there. Coming out of the pits now is also Joshua Dennison. Didn't make the call, but he's hopping back in here at the tail end of the field.
Might have came out on the track at the right time. Mayhem right in front. Carrenta with the grin on his face. He's up to 2nd. Greg Chandler went from the end of the pack up to 3rd, knocking on Carrenta's door as we're completing lap number 3 of 8, heat number 1.
These guys are already battling it out as we get into heat race action. This is a small track for big cars. Ross Carrenta trying to hold on to that 2nd spot. Greg Chandler's doing everything he can, riding the berm and everything, trying to get through the corners a little bit smoother than Carrenta, but I don't know if he's going to have enough for him.
Absolutely. Mitchell there. He's in 4th position on lap 6, trying to hold off Grant Wesley. We saw him last week get a podium finish on the outside. Flagman going 2 laps to go. It's tight racing here.
Devin Butts still your leader this time by a white flag in the air for heat race number 1. Just in control, but the battle, I'm afraid Greg Chandler's not going to have enough time to catch Ross Carrenta. Ross been able to open up about a 2-second gap, or not a 2-second gap, half-second gap over 2nd place. Checker flag in the air for your winner, Devin Butts.
What race there. A little bit of bump and grinding to the start. But, man, they did a heck of a job. Butts gets it. Ross Carrenta right there in 2nd position. Chandler 3rd for your top 3.
Overall, this is the way heat number 1's going to round out. Your winner, Devin Butts in that 13 machine. Ross Carrenta coming on the 2nd. Greg Chandler 3rd. Thomas B. Mitchell 4th. Grant Wesley back to 5th. And Joshua Dennison came out late, but rounds up 6th this evening. But we're going to move on to heat race number 2. Starting on pole at HRH Motorsports, Mr. Send It himself, Caleb Durgan. Outside of him is going to be Patrick Spangler in the 4 machine.
Starting 2nd row inside, the quick time in practice, Chris Sabaski. Right outside of him, teammate Robert Satterfield of Phantom Motorsports.
Dalton Hayden starting to roll it off fifth this evening. Scott E. Martin looks like he did not make the call, so we got a 5-car field this evening. Bacon.
Oh,
It's time to go heat race number 2 race in action here, bud.
I think I blinked twice that last heat race. We're already here. Heat number 2. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, race fans. Buckle down. It's the Twisted Motorsports 360s round number 2. We're heat number 2. We're at the Chili Bowl.
Ready to start off. Caleb Durgan on that go pedal and that new wrap. Loses it coming to the start. Oh, falls all the way back to 5th spot on the restart here. Oh, man. Little bit of a tough start for him. Patrick Spangler, the 10 machine, correct me, out to the lead now with Robert Satterfield right behind him in the 55 machine. Chris Sabaski and the 21 also trying to track him down. We'll see if they got anything for him.
Just like that, I warned you, don't blink, and unfortunately, Caleb Durgan had both those eyelids blinked for just too long, took pole, had a lucky draw there, went right to the back. But now up front, Robert Satterfield, Spangler in second, Sabaski knocking on the door in third, trying to catch his teammate Robert Satterfield in first position. We are halfway to go.
The battle is looking to wrap up for that second spot. Dalton Hayden in the back there in that 989 trying to catch up to Chris Sabaski, who's inside of Patrick Spangler. Advantage to Sabaski onto the backstretch. Going into turn number 3 and 4, still side by side. Spangler gets into the wall. Chris Sabaski comes out on top in second place.
Wow, almost in the wall there is a bright yellow sprint car of Spangler. Losing the second place there, Sabaski now caught his teammate 55 field. Flagman gives the deuces, slide job up in the back. Dalton now moving up to third position, sneaks inside the crossover. White flag is out.
Robert Satterfield still your leader in heat race number 2, able to hold off his teammate so far. One more corner to go for this heat race. Does Chris have anything? I don't think it's going to happen this time. Your winner, Robert Satterfield.
Car on the move, 21, Chris Sabaski. We saw it in practice at the quick time. The only car under 10 seconds. Move from the back to second. Keep your eye out, race fans.
Oh, it's going to get interesting as we get ready to warm up. This is how heat race number 2 is going to finish out. Robert Satterfield going to be your winner. Chris Sabaski is second. Dalton Hayden comes home third. Caleb Durgan fourth. Patrick Spangler falls back to 5th. Scotty Martin did not make the call, so he will not be finishing that race. We'll see if he makes it for the feature event coming up next. But as we do each and every single week, y'all, please remove your hats, place your hand over your heart. We're going to let the national anthem play. Thank you, Bacon, again for getting this recorded. Bear with us, y'all.
Absolutely.
Oh, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you once again, Big Baking, for getting that all recorded for us. We can use it each time we go live here at the Red River Valley iRacing League.
You are very welcome, sir. Absolutely. Who's ready for some A-Main feature racing tonight?
I know I am. This is going to be interesting. We still got, if Caleb Durgan sticks with us here, it looks like we're going to have 11 cars out on the track this evening for our feature event at the Chili Bowl. Oh, wow. I think we lost our camera. Nope, it's still attached to the car. That was a little scary.
To grab the backup camera while, man.
That was a little scary there. Wasn't expecting that one. Either way, this is the last go-around for the Chili Bowl this season with the Red River Valley iRacing League. Why not finish it out with a bang with the Twisted 360 Sprint Cars?
Absolutely. We're indoors, but you're not going to be safe with this small track, 700-plus horsepower, and these Twisted Motorsports 360s right here at the Chili Bowl for the Red River Valley iRacing League. We got just under 2 minutes, and we're going to get the grid to the race.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. I'm kind of curious right now. Devin Butts, last week's winner, is holding the quick time in the warm-up session so far. So I don't know if that means we might have a double 2 week in a row winner. We'll see.
We shall see. Absolutely. Ross Carenta sneaking in a second quick time. Sabaxi, who was the quickest in practice, third with Sattersfield, fourth. Thomas Mitchell, fifth, top 5. Fast drivers up there. We'll see. You can be fast here, but you got to be able to navigate the traffic.
We'll have to see as we get ready to rock and roll with these cars one more time. Like I said, this is the last showdown for the Chili Bowl this year for this season with the Red River Valley iRacing League. But on the bright side, next season, y'all, we are gonna have the Big Block Modifieds, along with Cedar Lake Speedway, coming at you live from the Red River Valley iRacing League next season. I'm excited, Bacon. You love those cars so far. I don't mind them. But I'm excited to see what kind of action those are going to bring as well.
Oh, they are going to bring close action. 4 wide, possibly 5 wide. Even the 358 Cedar Lake, they did a great job on the car and on the track.
I'm definitely curious to see checkered flag flies for the warm-up session, which means we're going to move on to our grid for the Twisted 360 Sprint Cars. Gonna be starting on pole one more time here. Gonna be the man, the myth, the legend, not the Bacon, but the legend, Devin Butts. Outside of him is gonna be Robert Satterfield, the 55 machine.
Second row inside owner of Phantom Sports, Ross Carenta. Outside of him, teammate was quickest in practice, 21 of Chris Sabaski.
Rolling off fifth this evening, Greg Chandler out of Australia in that 94 machine. Outside of him is going to be Dalton Hayden in the 989.
Sergeant 7, Thomas Mitchell, always quick. Keep an eye out for the 02. Outside of him, Mr. High Side, Mr. Senate, it's Caleb Durgan.
Grant Wesley going to be rolling off ninth this evening in that 88 machine. Outside of him, going to be Patrick Spangler. Interesting to see.
Oh, absolutely. It is going to be interesting. And at the very end, the end of the caboose, it's Joshua Dennison. I believe it's hard to see. Is he in the number 2? Yeah.
He's in the 02 correction there.
All right. Thank you.
No problem, my man. This is going to be interesting. This is a lot of cars on a tiny track that go really fast. This is going to be difficult, y'all.
It's going to be interesting. Hopefully they all put enough fuel in. They didn't forget about that. 30 laps. I'm curious. Fast cars. Are we going to see under 3 cautions or are we going to see over? What do you guys think out there? What are you guys rooting for? Let's get ready to go green flag racing. The A main feature. Pace truck is off. Wild man, give us the command of the start of the race for the Twisted Motorsports 360s.
Devin Butts on that go pedal. We're green flag racing at the Chili Bowl with the Twisted 360 Sprint Cars. Devin Butts hops out to the lead here real quick. Able to hold off Robert Satterfield. We'll see if he can keep it up, though.
Coming out of turn 4, Sattersfield second position now. Gives it a hard shot, turn 1. Carenta, we get a car upside down. That might have been Dalton Hayden. Tough to see. It might have been 989 up over in.
I think it
might have
was.
landed it on 4 wheels, though. I might have to give him an 8.5.
Here he is going into the corner, 989 on the high side. He was the one that went over in turn 1 and 2. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Oh, between him and Greg Chandler, he collects Durgan. Able to land on all 4 though, so he should be able to get that car fixed up, ready to rock and roll one more time.
Tires just barely touched, and they touched the wrong way, unfortunately. Wild Man was saying he got the ejecto seat up over in, but landed it cleanly. He might not even got damage.
Yeah, I don't know. He did collect Durgan there. Durgan came full speed ahead, and I don't think he had anywhere to go, so.
Oh, I
Green
got
flag
you. I
in the
missed
air.
that one. There we go. Yep, back to green.
I don't know what
Let's
just happened here.
see what's going on here.
I'm not sure what's going on. I think
No, there it is. We had a
Okay.
little. Yeah, looks like pace. Cars coming out of the pits there, a little spread out. Race control got it out of control. Looked like the leader there was about 15 car lengths.
yeah, I
front
was
of the
about to
field.
say. I
And
think
you're
iRacing
probably
was
like,
playing
oh,
with us.
come on, guys. What was wrong with that?
Yeah, I think iRacing's playing games with us here.
It's tough at the Chili Bowl, race fans, because it's such a short track. There's a very limited amount of time to get this grid back in order.
We'll get them lined up, though, one more time yet. Field catching up to the pace truck here. We're going to get going green flag action. So that's number 1, Bacon. We'll see how many more
Alright.
cautions we get.
Number 1, and they just barely touched, but these cars don't have fenders. There's rubber there only. Here we go, Wild Man. Feature. Hey, main. Retry number 2. Here we go.
On that go pedals, Devin Butts in that 13 machine throws it into the corner. Robert Satterfield trying to get up there. Ross gets into his teammate there, gets a little loose, but they're able to keep it under control there. Greg Chandler, oh! Looks like Ross Carenta might have sent Greg Chandler right into the crowd. Let's take a peek at this replay.
Let's take a peek here.
Greg Chandler in the 94 machine. Gets a little nudge there from Sebastian. Outsider Carenta, yeah, looks like there. I don't know if Carenta knew that he was there. This little bit of unwanted contact there sent them into that turn 3 wall. Ouch.
I just heard over on Race Check, looked like some viewpoints saw maybe a blinking there. Tough to tell there. Also looks like Chandler. I don't know if he got in the wall right before that, but yeah, definitely contact out on the track. Deep breaths, maybe these drivers will get. That's caution number 2. Looks like we might be, bets were good if you bet the over on 3.
We'll see what happens here. We're getting them lined up 2 wide one more time here. We'll see if we can get some green flag laps in. Your leader
Pace
still
rocks
Devin
off.
Butts. Coming out of turn number 4. On that go pedal, Devin gets out of the corner a lot better than everyone else. Out to a quick lead over top of Satterfield in the 55, but Satterfield battled it back down underneath. Is he going to have enough going into 3 and 4? Falls right in his tire track. Sebastian looking to the outside now of his teammate Satterfield.
Wow, Satterfield getting good bike coming out turn number 2. I watched that last lap. Caretta has fallen back to 5th position. Spangler on his outside. He's trying to hold down inside. Now they're starting to get back up. Sabaski 21 up there, but don't look too far. Thomas Mitchell in the blue car in 6th position, starting to catch the field.
Definitely a lot of action on this track. Thank God for this orbital camera we got on the ceiling of this building, man. Without it, I don't think we'd be able to keep up with it all.
I absolutely got to thank the crew getting that installed for the race. It is a full 360 degrees. We are at the Chili Bowl, the Twisted Motorsports 360s for the Red River Valley iRacing League. Devin Butts been dominating all night with Satterfield right behind all night long.
But looky here, Bacon. Devin Butts out to a second lead over Satterfield in that 55 machine. I don't know if they're going to have something for him. He's walking away like he did at Fairbury. We'll have to see here.
Absolutely. 1/3 down, 2/3 to go. Starting to see a little bit of a battle. Mitchell Carenta here back in 5th position. He's trying to hold on. He was starting, second, third here, the restart. He's trying to find his groove, moving his line up the track now instead of down low.
He's got heavy hitters coming behind him, though. Thomas Mitchell in that 0-2 machine. Grant Wesley down on the bottom of the 88. Advantage Mitchell across the line that time, though. He is able to hold off Wesley. We'll see if Wesley gets a decent enough run. Advantage onto the backstretch. Oh, into turn number 3 as well. Oh, boy, that's going to be a tight battle, Bacon.
It is. He started to pull back up out as they caught him. He felt the pressure. He is staring down his teammate up front, 2 teammates up front, 1 in between, and that is Spangler in 4th position. He has moved up 6 spots in this race. We are halfway to go.
Just over halfway through this feature event. These guys have not disappointed so far. Oh, Spangler touches the wall, able to keep it under control. Throws it down to the bottom. Carenta looking on the outside. Is he going to have a run on the outside? Yes, he does. He takes that spot away from Spangler coming onto the front stretch. Going into turn number 1 and 2, though. Spangler fighting back down on the bottom, trying not to let him get away. But he's going to sacrifice that 4th spot to Carenta in that 10 machine.
Carenta has found his groove. His mojo is back. He is locked in Loto. He sees his 2 teammates right in front. He is sliding that sprint car around the track. Uh-oh, got a little bit too excited on the throttle. Getting her back under control. He keeps it high. He might have a shot here, ladies and gentlemen, to move up at least the 2nd position. We are at 10 laps to go at the Chili Bowl.
We got the drone trying to chase him down. These cars are just a little bit too fast for it seems. I don't know, y'all. This is going to get interesting between these guys. It's settled out a little bit farther back, but we got the 3 Phantom Motorsports teammates trying to track each other down here. You got Satterfield in the 55, Chris Sabaska in the 21, and then Ross Grant in the 10. All through 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right now. What's going to happen, Bacon?
Well, one thing's in mind. They have one challenge, and that's to catch the leader of number 47, Devin Butts, who has been dominating this race since the green flag has came out. And what a monster gap he has. Coming to 5 laps to go. Carenta, 3 cars back from Sabaski.
These guys are definitely going as hard as they can. Oh, Devin looking on the inside of Durgan, barely on that throttle, trying to keep it under control, keep it out of trouble. Got Greg Chandler right in front of him, man. I love this head camera, man. It's awesome. The track looks definitely slick.
This is the longest run of the night. Will be finished under green, 4 to go. Carenta is knocking on the door, but Spangler is 1 car back. Satterfield holds the car down low. He is protecting the line. He's saying, if anybody's going to pass me, they got to go on the outside.
Sabaska is trying to do whatever he can to track down his teammate Satterfield right in front of him. This time by for your leader, though, is going to be a white flag. I don't know if he's going to have enough time, Bacon. It's going to be interesting. Durgan spins out in front of them all. Oh, my God.
Exits the track. I don't think the caution is going to come out. They are still going green. Last lap. Here we go.
Devin Butts in 3 and 4 for the final time. 2 times in a row. Now Fairbury. Now the Chili Bowl. Your winner, Devin Butts.
Back-to-back victories. That's the driver that did not want to see a caution. Swerving and Durbin, slicing and dicing through the lap traffic here. Congratulations. Back-to-back winner, Mr. Devin Butts.
That was a lot of action in a quick amount of time and not enough cameras. That was... Oh my God, these guys never fail to amaze me here, y'all.
They put on a show. I think they heard us. We're the over-under. Was that 2 cautions? Or did we hit 3?
I think it was 2. I think they
was 2.
I think they only had 2.
Right. I think you are right. Wow.
What a show.
Absolutely, what a show it was. That was amazing.
That was something to watch, y'all. That was unbelievable. I'm speechless again, Bacon. I don't know what to think at this point.
I hope they come up and get a chat with us so we can hear it from their perspective. But absolutely, wow again. I can't believe it. I was trying to almost call him out. We had 2 cautions already. Lap 4, 5, something like that. 0 cautions after that. I swear it was 20 plus green flag runs at the Chili Bowl for the Twisted Motorsports 360s right here at Red River. There it is. Devin Butts, our winner, back-to-back weeks in a row. Wild man, what do you got to ask him?
Devin, my man, you walked away last week at Fairbury. They had nothing for you. It's just, you do it one more time at this itty bitty little track. Let me inside your brain, because it's 2 weeks in a row now that you've done this. I'm flabbergasted. You guys have left me speechless again. Talk to me, my man.
Yeah, first off, I just got to give hats off to those guys for getting that long green flag run in, because I think we were able to put on a pretty good show. Hopefully, throughout the back there was some christening and crossing, but yeah, it's a 1-lane track. Honestly, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. I was telling Rob, you get, if there's one track that I want to get the number one for the grid in the heat race, it's this one, and definitely helped us out tonight to start on the pole. And I think on some of those restarts, Rob had something there, but then just not having to do with traffic and things, we were able to just hook the bottom and make it go.
Well, we did take one lap
Absolutely.
around with you. That was some amazing throttle control, man. I just want to congratulate you on that. That was awesome to ride with you around the track one time.
Big Bacon in the booth. It was awesome to see y'all do that. Congratulations on the victory. You nailed the restart. You got the pole. How does it feel to be back to back, showing the field they have someone they definitely need to look out for? And who would you like to thank to put it in victory lane 2 weeks in a row?
Thank Thomas Mitchell for collaborating and some of the stuff. I think I fed him a set there, hoping he could get through the field. We were on pretty much the same thing, and just having a blast together week by week. Thanking my family for the support and everything, and my 1-year-old what not to do when we were just testing his stuff out. So that was great.
Oh, man, you guys put on a hell of a show. That was awesome to watch. Like I said, you guys have left me speechless one more time, yet again. You guys set the bar that much higher each and every time. Congratulations on 2 weeks in a row, my man. Awesome to see you here. Glad you came. You definitely showed. It's tough to get it done on the dirt, but you can do it, my man.
Yeah, appreciate you guys for the stream, and congrats to the second and third.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was your winner, Devin Butts. What a man. He raced his hind end off. But, yet again, we got Robert Satterfield sitting on the podium. Robert, my man, you come from third last week at Fairbury, fighting it out with Devin again at that track. You come to the Chili Bowl, and try and duke it out with them again. Walk me through those closing laps. If you had a little bit more time, or if you would have caught lap traffic, would you have anything for him?
I believe the only chance I had for him is if he got tangled up in lap traffic trying to get around that. Really not that good there at the Chili Bowl. Hadn't made a whole ton of laps there. My teammates sent me a setup at the last minute that felt pretty good. I'm sure they was probably a little faster than me, but I mean, hey, to hold on for second, just stay one spot behind Devin, and in our points race there, not losing a whole lot to him, and not coming out with no wrecks tonight. I feel pretty good about it.
Robert Big Bacon in the booth. Mr. Smooth at it again on the podium, I should say, in second. I saw you move down low. How did the track feel? When did you go low? And how was it up high? And how was it also navigating through traffic? And once again, you got to let us know who do you like to thank to get you a second tonight at the Chili Bowl.
Well, I went low kind of. Well, I wouldn't say early, because first couple laps I tried to eye line to get around him, and I actually hit him in the right rear, and not enough to spin him, but not enough to mess myself up. And it's real tight track. So once I went back to the bottom, I was just hoping maybe he'd drive in a little too hard. I get my nose underneath him. If I got my nose underneath him, I probably could have got by him and blocked him out on a corner or whatever. But he's pretty quick. He's got just as good a shot to get back by me as I got to get by him. And as far as people I like to thank, man, I want to thank all my teammates over at Phantom Motorsports, Velocity Race Designs for doing all our paints, and Power Outdoors for our sponsorship, and appreciate y'all for broadcasting and y'all for putting the league on.
Most definitely, my man. We're happy to have you. Got another podium finish, my man. Congratulations on that. We look forward to seeing you as we go to Knoxville Raceway next week, my man. Bacon's
Appreciate
coming out of
it.
retirement, man. Are you gonna have anything for the Bacon?
Oh, we'll definitely get up there and run with him. I don't know if we can outrun the Bacon, but we'll mix it up a little bit and have a little fun. No doubt.
I'm sure they will. I can't wait. Looking forward to you, brother. Good luck. Have a good night.
All right,
Congratulations.
man. Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, Chad. That was second place, Robert Satterfield in the booth. Now the man in that 21 machine, Chris Sabasque. Let me know, man. You were battling your teammate there for a good solid, almost 15 laps. I thought you were going to get him there a couple of times trying to use that high line. Did you have anything for Robert tonight?
I think if I would have went with a little bit of a shorter gear, I probably would have been able to pull him on the high side. The car wasn't getting spooled up as much as I wanted, so it was making it a little tough. And because I wasn't able to get the rear wheels spinning, the car didn't want to rotate as much as I needed. There was a couple times where I drove it in on the cushion and the thing got tight. I had to back right out of it, and it almost clobbered the wall. So I was being kind of tentative there for a little bit, and with how tight it is at this place and how challenging it can be to drive, I didn't want to make any ridiculous moves or, take my teammate out and punish him and just make a mistake in general. Like, coming away with a podium finish at this place is never something to shake a stick at.
Absolutely not. Big Bacon in the booth. Chris, I was thinking the same thing that you just said. You almost just took the question away from me. You were battling your teammate, racing right there side by side. Does that got to make you a little nervous there throughout the race? One slip up, you can take both of you out and ruin both of y'all's night?
A little bit for sure. I mean, like Rob, me, Ross, all of our team, we run each other really hard, just trying to push each other and make sure that, we're always trying to kind of elevate the game for each other. And, but you never want to take one of your teammates out, right? I mean, that you're going to have a guilty conscience after that. So, trying to give them as much room as I needed without doing something sloppy. And, there's just it's a high risk, kind of high reward scenario. With the track as narrow as it is, there's not a lot of room to make the move. So it's either you drive by them on the high side, you can't slide them or anything. And if you try and tuck underneath them, chances are I'm going to end up giving them a shot in the door panel, which I don't want to do. So, I just kind of played it semi-conservative. Wish I would have had a little bit of a shorter gear, but happy to come away with the third place for tonight.
Absolutely. You guys did good. Fantasy Motorsports, second, third, and fourth. Who would you like to thank to get you in the podium finish once again here at the Chili Bowl?
Oh, of course, the boys at Phantom, my teammates, we put a lot of work in, practice sessions, different leagues and whatnot. Power Outdoors, our primary sponsor. Anybody needs any outdoor clothing, go hit them up, poweroutdoors.net. Velocity Race Design for the paints, Ross and I, and, just the family, the wife and the support from the kids and stuff. You guys for doing the stream and the hosts. Really appreciate all you do.
No problem, my man. We're happy to have you here. It's awesome seeing you guys on the track each and every week. It's definitely a new battle for you guys. I'm glad to see you guys came out. You guys definitely had something. That was awesome to watch, my man. Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Catch you next week.
Sounds good.
Absolutely. That was entertaining, to say the least. 2 cautions only, and we're headed to Knoxville next week. I can't wait. I'm sorry. In 3 weeks?
Oh, yeah, that is
That
true,
is
because we are going to
correct.
be off.
We
We are going to be off.
are on holiday break, but I know we've been collaborating. We will update you, I'm guessing Monday, to say that might be fair. We want to do a Cedar Lake race in the big block, so it won't count for points, but we think we do a little holiday treat for all you league members out there. What a race, Wild Man. What did you think? Are you okay now, or they break you again?
I'm still broken, but it's hard not to be broken when you're looking at a small track like this and all these big, powerful cars trying to control them. We only had a couple cautions. I mean, these guys controlled their stuff way more than what I was expecting. I was expecting a couple beating and banging points, and I'm not gonna lie, I was voting on the high end of the caution streak. So I lost that bet. I'm glad I didn't have any money down, Bacon.
Brother, me too. I was like, man, the Queen Bacon would not be happy with me after that one. I'm like, come on, the odds are there was 4 laps, 2 cautions. What do you come on? And then they went green flag the rest of the way. What a show once again. That was awesome. I can't wait for Knoxville. I can't wait till we do our little special race for Cedar Lake. Big shout out to Twisted Motorsports for putting this on. Big Bacon Media. You, Mr. Wildman, Red River Valley iRacing League. That was awesome. I can't wait to rewatch this a couple times. What a heck of a show these drivers put on. Let's see the race results, Mr. Wildman.
Coming home, your winner once again is going to be Devin Butts in that 13 machine. Runner up this evening, Robert Satterfield finished third last week, able to move up his position this week. Not a bad bout. We'll see him. Well, I'm thinking we're going to see him on the podium a few more times yet this season. His teammate Chris Sabaske coming home third in that 21 machine. Ross Carenta coming home fourth, another Phantom Motorsports member. We got Patrick Spangler rounding out the top 5 this evening. I mean, these guys put on a hell of a show. It's awesome seeing Patrick up there as well.
Now, he was battling there all night. That was that yellow machine. He was on the high side for a lot of it. Thomas Mitchell, 6th position there all evening long. Grant Wesley, 7th. Joshua Dennison, 8th. Caleb Durgan has some trouble, 9th position. Top 10 rounded off. Greg Chandler, the 94. He was up in the air, I think, there once or twice.
Oh, it came closer a couple of times. I know the little incident between him and Ross. Not quite sure what exactly happened there. It was a hard call from the booth. So, I mean, it might have been blinking. It might have been in contact, and we're not exactly sure. I'd have to go look at the replay for that one. But overall, it was some tight racing. And rounding out the 11-car field this evening was Dalton Hayden in the 989. Had a rough go of it at the start. Parked it after the caution where he went end over end. And then, of course, Scotty Martin did not make the call for the feature event this evening, so he rounds out the 12 cars that were registered for tonight's race. I mean,
Yeah.
Bacon, that was definitely something to watch. I mean, it was entertaining. That was unreal, honestly. I mean,
Oh, it was action packed. I'm glad it was a good show. I was kind of nervous that we're going to have 10 cautions here at such a small track, but these drivers did not disappoint once again, and I can't wait till Knoxville.
as I said when I was talking to old Satterfield, as long as schedule allows, the Big Bacon will be on the track once more. Coming out of broadcaster retirement, hopefully, pretty soon we might be able to get you completely back into the car where I think you want to be. But he coming out of retirement one more time, y'all, especially for Knoxville. The man raced the majors. You put on a hell of a show there. I'm looking forward to seeing you put on a show here, too.
Oh, that would make my day. You know, I'll be ready. I'll be practicing with the boys. We'll definitely be ready for Knoxville, my favorite track in the sprint cars. It's wide. It's good racing. They did an update to the track a couple months ago. We already worked on it, and we'll work on it again. I can't wait.
Yeah, Chad, as Bacon was saying earlier, we are going to take this week and next week off due to Christmas and New Year's. We will do a couple of fun races for the guys. Looking forward to that too. I'm guessing we're going to do a little bit of big blocks too. Is that correct, Bacon?
You bet your butt. We might have to sneak in the 358s as well.
Oh, sounds good. I'm down for anything. Anything that's going to be fun to watch. We'll definitely see if I can stream it, either broadcasting or I might even race. It really just depends on, I don't know, how crazy I feel like being. Which, well, we all
I
know I'm
think
wild.
we want Wild Man in the race car seat.
Oh man, if that's the case, I gotta get to work on my paint scheme for that car because I ain't got one yet. So I gotta represent you if you know what I mean.
Absolutely, you do. And that means we need to get on the track and start practicing. Y'all, you have a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope your driver did good tonight, and we'll see you in a couple weeks officially for Knoxville.
All right, Chad. Thank you once again. It's an honor to be able to do this for you guys. It's an honor having you guys here participating with us. We appreciate all those likes and follows and reactions, comments. Everyone here at Red River Valley iRacing League, we appreciate it. We look forward to doing it again. Coming up here, we'll see with the celebrate or the fun races and moving on to Knoxville. I'm excited for Knoxville. So, either way, chat. Once again, keep it wild.
Keep it sizzling.
And for OC Ricky, Bobby, and this, we're the chicken wings. See you guys later.
Deuces.